This is the EnergyNewsTV.com special market report for May the 9th, 2018. I am Senior Markets Analyst Alan Lamy. June WTI oil futures prices up above $71 a barrel for the first time since 2014. Now, what is driving this? Well, let's go back and take a look at last year. Our analysis in 2016 basically called for oil futures prices to run up and at least hit at least $60 a barrel, if not a little more, by the end of 2017. And of course, we did get that. We saw prices run up over that $60 barrel mark in the last few days of 2017, last few days of December. Once we got into early 2018, some of the analysis that we posted right here, matter of fact, suggested that WTI oil prices would likely run up to at least the $70 a barrel mark, if not a little more, by around the middle of 2018. So far, so good. So what is driving this? What are these underlying factors that are causing such strength in WTI prices? Well, let's take a look. Well, first of all, President Trump abandoned the Iranian nuclear deal and announced the highest level of sanctions against that particular OPEC member. Now, these sanctions specify that financial and business activities with Iran will be outlawed by August the 6th, 2018, and will include exports of airplanes and airplane parts, any U.S. dollar transactions, trade in gold and other metals, sovereign debt, and the Iranian auto industry. And this is really just to name a few. Now, if this continues to go on, then we could see even larger sanctions, more stringent sanctions come into place by November 4th, where sanctions will include an all-out ban on all oil and related transactions with Iran. Now, however, the strength in WTI oil prices is not just strictly tied to what is going on over in Iran. Matter of fact, we've been fairly vocal and detailed about the plummeting production that has been going on over in Venezuela. And then we've also been hinting at and going over some of the tightening, the supply-demand fundamental tightening that is occurring here, right here, even in the United States. Now, for some folks, that might be a little bit hard to understand, particularly since production numbers are so robust. But the fact is that when oil prices tanked from well over $100 a barrel in 2014 and then began its fall off a cliff where prices fell down into the $20 per barrel area into 2015 and 16, basically what that did was it dried up a lot of capital expenditure in producing more and more oil and natural gas. And as a result of that, even though those capital expenditures were really taken off the board, it has really kind of put the industry behind the eight ball. Now, those tightenings in fundamental supply and demand isn't really likely to begin to manifest into around 2019 and 2020, but we're eyeing 2019 and 2020 as the potential for oil prices to gain even more traction and even run up to as much as $100 a barrel or even more in those particular years. But what about the near term? What's going to happen with WTI prices in the near term? Well, now that we've run up to this low $70 per barrel area, it wouldn't be out of the question for a little bit of profit taking to begin to occur before we begin to ratchet even higher, particularly as we move into the summer months and demand begins to really set in. And if we in particular see more geopolitical influences that ratchet these prices ultimately higher throughout the course of the year. I really wouldn't be surprised to see WTI prices even run up to the mid 70s, even potentially even low 80s by the end of this year, particularly if the Iranian situation continues on. So if you want to learn more about how to take advantage of opportunities in these energy markets, make sure you stay here, right here on EnergyNewsTV.com, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to be alerted to any new content that we're posting right here. So thank you very much and have a great day.